Hello, hello, hello. How's it going? Happy Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Only Tuesday. Good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Hi, Miss Donna Sue. Hi, Treese. It's Booze Day Tuesday. Not that's no, that's not right. Hi, Lori. Hi, Patty. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Della. What's Booze Day Tuesday? Hi, Darla. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, it's just Tuesday. Nothing fancy, just Tuesday. Can you tell how thrilled I am? Ah, so we're like what a week. This is the second week of this schedule. I'm not digging it. I don't know how this is gonna work. I can't make it work. Hi, Luann. What happened? Oh, I thought something happened. Hi, Miss Linda. Hi, Miss Kathy. Freezing. Freezing. It's freezing in Ohio. Freezing. Did you guys get snow? Yeah, they're horrible dragging. Like horribly dragging. Like it just I feel like I don't know what's happening, and the only thing that happens is my eyes open and it's daylight and it's time to start all over again. That's all I know. It's like the day's a blur, and then my eyes open and it's daylight and it's time to start the day. It's time to start the schedule all over again, and it's just like, what happened? What happened? Oh, thank you, Darla. Hi, Tina Roy. Hi, Miss Laura Brown. Yeah, but it would take way too long to get to work. Way too long, and the part of the town that he has to go through is a really bad part of town. And there's no avoiding that. And no, he's absolutely not taking back roads. Absolutely not. Hi, Stacy. I'm not surprised your hat isn't. You know what's so funny about it, Della, is every time I go to put the hat on, I'm like, I need to do something to this hat. And then, I take the hat off and I hang it up on my rack, and then I don't think about it. And then I go put it on. I'm like, God, I need to do something to this hat. Every time I do it, every time I put the hat on, every single time. Hi, Marilyn. It's so funny. We're going to be in the low 70s instead of 105. Ooh, okay, that's a huge, ugly drop. I mean, that's beautiful weather, but that's kind of freaky that it goes from 100 to 70 like nothing. Hi, Deborah. I know 70s does sound lovely, right? Okay, so yesterday we kind of I don't know, for the most part, finished up the outside of the heart hat box. We did Mama's Damask and Decoupage Queens, grain sack stencil. On the top, we layered those two, and then Would You Bend trims along the side. I did trim the trims with the champagne pigment, and then we just did some little bit of white splashes. I still have not done the bottom because I'm not done moving and grooving it around. So when I left you guys yesterday, I had said that I wanted to thank you, Stacy. I know. Hi, Sandy Kling. When I left you guys yesterday, I said that I was going to try to mess around with the velvet powders to mix colors to see how close we can get to this mint color. In South Texas, you got snow? Are you kidding? Do you usually get snow in South Texas? Good for you, Patty. Good for you. Ooh, nice, Stacy. Don't forget to post it in the group. So, anyhow, funny thing is, you know, I talk about it. We talk about it from time to time. We talk about how, you know, we really should just shop our own stash because we forget what we have. Well, you'll see what I mean about that in a minute. And then also I ordered a ton of these hearts that are going around everywhere from Factory Direct Craft. I don't know why. I think I have like 6 of them. I don't know when I'm ever going to use 6 of them. But I ordered 6 of them because that's just what Terry does for some weird reason. So we are going to do some molds and some, I don't know. I pulled out some like really cute molds and I pulled out some regular stuff and then obviously rice paper. So let's get my desk on the screen and see what's going on. Louisiana and Texas. It is snowing in the panhandle of Florida. Now that's something that I think Tracy was talking about, right? It was like, what on earth is this? Oh, Troy James. My chihuahua, this kid. Ah, that's awesome. Okay, so anyways, I was like, okay, I'm up for the challenge. I'm not, you guys know, I'm not afraid of mixing colors to get to the color that I want. So I go over to my cabinet and I look in there at all of my velvet powders, and lo and behold, hi Gert. I just received my rice paper from you. Awesome, Miss Donsu. All right. So I don't remember even having this color velvet powder, but apparently I had this color velvet powder. So the challenge was not so big, right? I didn't have too big of a challenge. It's actually a lot brighter than what's coming off on camera. Yeah, it's like a very, very, very bright turquoise color. So hi Laveda, hi Betty. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Laveda, for sprinkling, even though we are cold right now. Thank you for not really, but really sprinkling. So, anyway, so all I actually needed to do was knock this color down because it's super duper. I wonder if it's better over here. Oh no, it's worse over there. It looks blue over there. So anyways, I needed to knock this color way down. So I obviously started with white and then I went in with the like beige color. So I just took my handy dandy little egg beater and put it in a jar, and then we mixed up a mint color, which look at, you see that right there. So we will have to figure out you know, another color to challenge with, you know, trying to mix. But yeah, I don't even know that I've even used this color. But when I opened my cabinet, I was very surprised to see that in there. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. I didn't have to do much work. So what we're going to do really quickly is, so the best thing that you can do, or what you want to do whenever you're using velvet powder, is you do want the base to be similar to the color of your velvet powder, because you know the chances are that you might miss a little spot with the glue, and you don't want to have to go back in with glue or anything wet once you've got the velvet powder down. So we are going to go ahead and, again, I mixed this color with mint and white. And I was out of the white, so instead of continuously having to mix it, I just put it in that jar. So I'm going to go ahead and get the inside of this painted. We'll come around and paint the outside. I was thinking of maybe doing some flowers or something or another in here, but I really don't know how someone is going to want to display it, because if they want to display it, like, you know, I don't know. So we're just gonna paint it. Make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. No challenge for me, I know. PT time, y'all. There you go, babe. All right, so let's get this painted really quickly, and then I actually am going to grab Troy James. Hold on a minute, bud. What? What am I supposed to do with this? No, I'm not. I don't need to put it on there. I'm just going to take one of the Posh Chalk brushes, because I'm going to have to get down in there, and I don't want to get my knuckles all blue, or mint, I should say. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this brush so I don't have to, you know, try to get the creases in there. You guys will not, I will not be on tomorrow. I do have to go to the doctor again. So I have to go to the doctor at 1:50 tomorrow. So yeah, I won't be on. I really would like to go to the, I don't care, Goodwill, Hope Chest, something. If I feel like driving the opposite way. See, the problem is with going to, what's the one that I go to over there? Gosh, what's wrong with my brain today? The problem is with going to the other one. Somebody tell me the name. Oh my God, what's wrong with my brain? Salvation Army. Holy guacamole. Is if I'm in, so I have to literally go to this town north. And the problem with going to the Salvation Army, the big one, it would be to the sit town over here south. So if I'm leaving the doctor's office, it's literally going to take me almost an hour to get there. And I don't know if I'm going to feel like driving. Because, you know, I'm going to have to pass through my house, my town, and more than likely I'll end up stopping. So, anyhow, I do want to go, though, to someplace, Salvation Army, Hope Chest, or something, hopefully in the town where the doctor is, because I need to find a furniture piece, because I have to do a furniture piece for April, and I don't want to be trying to find a piece last minute, which, by the way, the Bombay lady did not ever answer me again. Not that I expected her to, after she was not so kind with pick me up now kind of thing. But so I want to see if maybe I can, you know, I'm going to need to go regularly a lot more than I do go now to maybe hopefully come across a piece sooner rather than later that I want to do. Because again, I don't want to wait until, you know, March and start looking for a piece. And then all of a sudden, here's April. I would rather just get it now and then be able to film and, you know, do it in peace and not stressed and trying to, you know, hit a deadline. So hi, Jeanette. Oh, that's great. So my comments have stopped. Is that what's happening over here? Hi, Miss Shauna. Or are they not? You guys just aren't talking much. Okay. So we'll see. Or I might get back on Marketplace and see if I find something else. I don't know. We'll see. I would rather just be able to, you know, pick it up in the store if I'm there, rather than dealing with Facebook Marketplace. I know some folks have, you know, they like shopping off of there and they have good luck off of there. I personally have never bought anything from Facebook Marketplace, and then after dealing with that bossy lady, I'm like, that's probably why I don't shop on Facebook Marketplace. And again, just like we always talk about, it seems like, you know, rude is like the thing nowadays. Hi, Sandy Triplet. You couldn't think of the Salvation Army either? Yeah, I was like, what the heck? Couldn't think of a dumb word. So, you know, I was looking at the store today, and I was looking at some orders, and there are orders that have gone out last week that are still in transit. So, you know, just saying, I'm sorry about that, but that is not, I'm not quite sure what's happening other than, you know, the snow and weather delays, stuff like that. Lord knows I am waiting for a package that was supposed to be here last week for the store from UPS. And it, you know, it said weather delays. So I still don't know when I'm going to get that thing. But I don't know. I always feel bad when someone orders from the store and then it takes forever to get to them. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking of maybe putting like a little pearl trim around there. I was thinking last night that a pearl bead trim would look pretty around there, but I don't know. We have to have an auction soon. So hopefully in I don't know, I'm thinking maybe end February. No, February is not a long month, but I'd like to do an auction in February. There's some stuff back here that just I need to get that stuff off of there, basically. It either needs to go or it's going to get... I mean, there isn't any Christmas stuff back there anymore. No, there isn't anything Christmas. I took all that Christmas stuff out. Hi, Tina. Hi, Marlene. Hi, Jackie. I'm so glad you keep coming back. Thank you for sprinkling, Jackie. Mail by horse. Snowy South Louisiana. Oh, Lord. Hi, Cheryl. Tina, you just put in an order the other day. Actually, it happened last night because there was no mail yesterday, right? So I couldn't mail anything out until today. So, you know, you guys know that Troy is in charge of all the stickers, and now he's in charge of like the bingo markers and all of that stuff, right? So I cannot, you know, close a box up and weigh it until Troy has put in his little treats and the bingo marker and all of that stuff in there, and put the little bag in, and has to make it nice, and his stickers and all that stuff. So anyways, long story short, I'm putting Troy to bed, and I come back over here, and sitting right here are rice papers. And I was like, what are these doing here? Your order almost was a little light. It was always almost missing rice papers, because I put those in last, because, you know, Troy has to put his stuff, and I don't want him to crinkle it or anything. So he was putting all his stuff in, and then, you know, he's ready to tape the box up when he's done. So I was like, oh, shoot. Thank goodness I noticed it, because I would have felt really bad. Or there just would have been a second box going out. Okay. So is it the bestest paint job in the world? No, but we're not going to see it, because it's going to be underneath the velvet powder. So as long as, for the most part, it's covered, you know, is good, right? Now, I will tell you, I put paint up here on this edge. This edge is going to kiss this up here. Although there'll be velvet powder on here, you are, you know, paint and paint when they meet. They don't like each other. So, for instance, if you're doing a box, like a jewelry box, and you're painting the lid of the jewelry box around the edges, and then you go to close that box, it's going to stick. So you're going to have to, I always just put, you know, I seal it with my varnish, and then I usually run over it with a little clear wax, because the last thing you want to do is give somebody a jewelry box or something, and then it's closed. It's sealed shut. Hi, Anna. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Diane. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Troy switched my... Are you guys talking about black cats? Yeah, it's okay to go. It has to have Troy's stickers and everything on it. It's got to have Troy's seal of approval. It's the funniest thing, y'all. He's so habitual, right? So he gets the order off of the printer. He puts it on the table. He's got to click my pin open. And then he sits down. He waits for me to pull the product. Then when I got the product in the box, he stands up. I have to count out the markers, give him the mesh bag, and then, you know, he waits for the bingo card and it's so funny. And if I'm trying to hurry and I'm like trying to grab things and just like, all right, let's do it, let's wrap it, let's do it. No. He's like, don't rush me, Mom. I need my stickers. Don't rush me. Come on, let's do this. Like, nope, don't rush me, Mom. All right. Sandy Triplet. Thank you so much for the stars, Sandy. I appreciate that so very much. You don't have to do that. It does. It keeps him very involved, Jackie, and it's the dexterity in Troy's hands. You know, it's hard for him to pick up the little bingo markers. So every time I see him picking those up and putting them in the bag, it just gives me a little smile, because there's 25 of them, and he picks up all 25 for every order, and he puts them in the bag. And then, of course, when they drop on the floor, he goes, for me to pick them up. Okay, decor glue tacky. It's the only one that I use when I'm using the velvet powder. So remember, velvet powder, I get asked this every single time. When you put velvet powder down, that's it, y'all. You don't put anything else on top of it. You don't need to seal it. You definitely don't need to wet it. You don't do anything else. It's velvet. It's literally the look and the feel of velvet. So you don't want to then go over and wet it. Now you can see my box of my jar is really icky. It's because this stuff is super sticky. And you really should clean it afterwards. But you know, when I'm doing this, you ain't got time. I don't got time for all that. So now I always caution you guys when you're putting the velvet powder down, you don't want to leave. Now, okay, obviously that's extreme. You don't want to leave any lumpy bumpies like that though, because the velvet powder is going to stick to all of that glue. So if you don't go back in there now and smooth that down, you're going to have little ripples in your velvet powder. Okay. So, you know, again, should somebody be looking at your stuff that hard and going, hey, there's ripples in there? No, but, you know, if you take pride in what you do, which I know all of you do, you want it to look as good as it possibly can, homemade or not, right? So just be aware to try to smooth that down the best you can. Now, all these little glue clumpies, same thing. The velvet powder is going to stick to all that. So if you can, get them out before you put your velvet powder down. Ha! See, I know. I know the sound, the muffling now. I know when you're outside and you're trying to scare the bananas out of me. So now when the decor glue tacky goes down, it does go on white. You do want to wait a few seconds until it goes transparent. You don't want to, you know, put it down and then go right in with your velvet powder. You don't want to do that. You want it to go transparent. If for some reason you're doing it on white, you just need to wait a minute. Okay, so again, the best you can. I mean, all right, so we'll put this one aside. And I'm going to kind of just tip this up over here by the fan, and then we'll do the bottom. Hi, Cindy. Hi, John. Oh, thank you, Anna. So are you. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Can I help you? What's wrong? What's the matter? Oh, all right. You want my charger? All right. Give me my phone. You cannot have my phone. You can have my charger, though. All right. There you go, baby. What is that? Is that Toy Story? All right. So, same thing. Let's get... That's a big clumpy. What, baby? No. Your Wi-Fi is on, son. I don't know why you're thinking that it's not. It's on. Or are you trying to turn something else on? All right. You know what, Terry? It's because you're getting all the clumpies from the wall. Okay, thank you, babe. You're the bestest ever, but you're gonna put your hand in the sticky, and then you're not gonna be happy if you put your hand in that the core glue stick tacky stuff, bud. Okay, come on now. See, I got it. Have faith in me. I know what I'm doing, supervisor. Now, you do want to do the best that you can to make sure that you get, get everything. And you can go back if you missed a little section. You can go back with the glue, but you really don't want to have to do that. That's why you really, you want to have the base color similar to the color of your velvet powder, because like I said, if it's a big enough area and you are very careful, go ahead and put in a little, I'd get like a small detail brush and, try to get a little bit of tacky glue in there. But I'm telling you, if you have your base the same color, again, unless somebody's got their head in the box, they're not going to see that you're missing, a little piece, a little area is not covered with the velvet powder. But the effect of it is beautiful. I always say I would love to get a gift. I would think it was so cool if I wasn't a crafter and giving somebody a handmade gift and it's got velvet powder and molds and stencil. I would be like, holy cow. So hi, Laurel. He is, I know. He's so bossy. He's so bossy. He's always supervising me. All right. So again, I'm just trying to make sure that it's going down as evenly as possible. I just keep stopping because I'm trying to get the clumps out. Just trying to lay it down as flat as possible. And it's inevitable that there's going to be a clump or something in there, I'm sure. And you're going to be able to, if you're looking, you're going to be able to see. So I'm just trying to do it now. I think I'm going to have to open up another tacky, the core glue tacky, because this one, these both are on their last little leg, but I'm over trying to continuously get these little things out. It's getting on my nerves now. What you doing, Pops? I heard you open up the microwave. What did you put in there? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. So that's the new thing now. Every time I'm coming on the live, he takes my case. He does give it back though. When I take the tablet out of the holder, he does give it back. But he thinks it's funny. As soon as I'm taking it out, I don't have, I always say he's got octopus arms. I don't have enough hands to put it in the holster and then like hold on to the case while he's grabbing it and going, taking off, cracking up, because he's got it. Turkey. But he gives it back when I'm done with the live, so it's okay. Okay. So one thing I do want to get, I don't want to have any buildup of glue in the, in the creases there. It just, I don't think it's going to look good. So trying to get that out. And then there's a couple of little lumpies. But for the most part, it's good. Good enough. All right, now I got to get all of this daggone decor glue off of my hands. Otherwise, the velvet powder is going to stick on my hands. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Miss Linda Glenn. I was at Michael's yesterday, and they have a flocking product now. Oh, really? So I don't know what the difference is as far as flocking. I don't know the feeling of flocking. I don't know if when you're doing the flocking, if it feels like velvet. I don't know. When I think of flocking, I don't think of it as having a velvet feel. So you guys, you would have to tell me. I know somebody tried to tell me that there was velvet powder at Michael's, but it's not velvet powder. From what I understand, I don't think anybody has velvet powder like Pentart does, but if it's similar, I'm not familiar with it. All right, so I am going to get my big patch tray. And I know it looks like there's loose foil yo-yos in there, but there isn't. You're going to take my pink drink and drink it again. And you think it's funny, do ya? All right. You're lucky, you're cute, and I love ya. What's the matter, honey? What's on your hands? Did you touch the sticky? It's not nice, huh? It's sticky icky? Okay. All right. You would probably think that, you need a lot to cover this, but I'm going to tell you this that I mixed up is going to last me a long, long time. You don't need that much velvet powder. I am going to turn off my phone though, because I don't want velvet powder all over my desk. And then the way that you I still feel decor glue tacky on my hands, and I really do want it off. I don't want velvet powder on my hands. I see people put it on differently. It's whatever way, just like anything else that we do, y'all. It's whatever way you're comfortable doing it, right? But what I will tell you is whenever you do mix colors like this, you do want to make sure that you push down on that, because it does almost clump together. You want to make sure if you're mixing colors that you do your best to get those clumpies out. And what I mean by that is I don't want to have a burst of this blue, as bright as it is, in the middle. But, I mean, we can only do what we can do. So I am just going to do that. And then I just tap it around. I see people, you see all the darker blues. I see people, pinch it and put it in with their hands and do all of that. Like I said, you do whatever, however it works for you. I just find that the decor glue tacky is so sticky, and you don't need a thick layer of it. I will get off all of those speckles. Don't worry. You don't need a lot of it. So I just put it down and let it stick. And then if I go in, you can move it around, do whatever works for you. I just find when it's like like this, I just tap it around. What are you laughing at? So if you see, Huh. Even though I tried to make sure to get that corner. Look at, I missed it anyways. I bet you. Yeah, I did. So if you can tell, I don't know how well you can see on camera, but why I say that it's pretty important for you to get it pretty, you know, a pretty level coverage when you're putting down the glue, because it does stick to everything, right? If you have like big lumps of glue, it's gonna stick to those big clumps of glue, and you don't want that. You want it to be a nice, even, smooth layer. And then I just take a brush, because you wouldn't believe, but there is not much needed, and you'll still brush out a lot of that excess. Hey, Brenda, it's so good to see you. How have you been? How's your mom? All right. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at... Oh. All right. So, that, no bueno. So I am going to do what you shouldn't do. Is that not sticky up there either? Troy. You have to charge it, son. It's not turning on because it's not charged, love. So if you want to use this charger over here, you can. Okay, so I am going to be careful. And we're just going to put it literally, because again, I don't want to go over where the velvet powder already is, because I don't want it to be thicker in that area. Because if I put glue on top of the velvet powder that's already there, then it's going to be a thicker layer of velvet powder. Does that make sense? Okay. So very carefully, but I went this, and again, we talk about this with velvet powder. We talk about this with soft touch varnish, but I really wish you guys could feel how amazing that is, because it's, I don't know, Troy, but I will tell you, you're running out of those. You need to quit taking them off. Where did you put it? Local. All right. So we have the bottom of it to do, and I'm just going to come back in and try to smush down some more. And all of this I will put back in to here as well. You've got to charge it, babe. I have out a heart for Valentine's Day you made. I bought it at one of your auctions. Aww! Hi, Kathy Napick. Wait, what? Hi, Beth. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Cynthia Diane. All right, so same thing. Just gonna come in and do the same thing. I'm just going to tap it. And obviously, the sides are a lot wider. Sorry if that noise is annoying, but there's really no other way for that. I mean, I could go in and do this, but I really don't want, I don't want that velvet that's sticky. If you guys use decor tacky, you know what I'm talking about. It's ruthless sticky. And I'm good. I don't want it all over my hands, especially if I'm not, I'm going to grab something else later like rice paper. It's going to stick all to my hands. It's so funny when this other blue pops out. All right. Now I will kind of put it up here. I love you too. Are you out of here? Are you going to go get into some kind of mischief or something? I always say, what did you do? Why did you telling me you love me? Okay, let's get this other little. I'll unplug it for you. Why are you yelling at me, bossy? You're so bossy. You're so bossy. You're so bossy. So bossy. Can you get a Laurel tissue, Papa, so we can wipe your nose? Okay, leave it right there, Troy. Here, get a Laurel tissue. Here, come here. Good job. I know. You don't like your nose pinched, but you don't blow, so. All right, let's get all of the speckles off. What's with the speckles, but, you know. And then you really do want to brush it out, though, especially when you have, like, little creases like that, because it will, the velvet powder almost kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, like static, I guess. It's going to stick there, but there's nothing other than the base. There's nothing for it to stick to, so you just don't want to give it to somebody, or you don't want to be using it, and then you put something in there, and all of a sudden it's going to have a bunch of velvet powder all over it because there's loose velvet powder. It's our Laurel tissues. Nick doesn't have the one that you gave me, but the one I don't know, he wasn't feeling good a couple months ago. And I said, here, you need some Laurel tissues? And he was like, what? I go, some Laurel tissues. So I gave him one of the refill canisters. You have to let it charge, Troy. It's only got 1%, you goofy. Silly goose. Okay, I could tell right there. And it's so sticky. The brush pulled out a brush hair. All right, let's get. And Trev has Laurel tissues in the car. Okay. Now let's see. Did we miss anything in here? We did good in here. Other than that little spot that we need to fix in the lid, I think it's good. Then you guys see, I know I emptied that whole jar, but literally, look at, it didn't take as much as it probably looked like because I emptied the jar, but there's quite a bit. Okay. And actually, if I really wanted to, there's still quite a bit on there to get off, but okay, let's get the lid back. And those couple little places. Oh, what am I doing? I need this, don't I? So let's get that little place that we missed. Okay, and then down there. Shut out. So again, if you do need to add some in there, just be really careful. Oh, I did do that little crease in there, didn't I? Oh my goodness, I love it. What is that on my screen? Hi, Lori. Can you put items in the box and what? I got this big thing on my screen. Can you put items in the box and not? Yeah, the velvet powder is not going to come off. The only time the velvet powder is going to come off is if you haven't brushed off the loose. If you haven't gotten in with a brush and brushed off anything loose, then yeah, velvet powder is going to come off. But that's not coming off. That's stuck to my hand. See, it's not even coming off of my hand. But it's not going to come off. It's not going to come off on any of your items or anything like that. The only time it's going to come off is if you don't go in there and get off the excess. Because you might not be able to see, but just by putting it in there and tapping it around without going, and taking a brush and brushing out the excess, then you're going to have some stuff come off. But no, if you go and put items in there, it's not coming off. You're not getting that velvet powder off. The only time, like I said, the only time it comes off is if you haven't brushed away the excess. Okay, Troy, I see what you're doing, son. Does that make sense? I bought the Bear varnish you recommended. It's my new varnish. Was using it today. Went flying somewhere. It was in the container and some varnish. Isn't it awesome though? It's a beautiful shine, right? I'm telling you, that Bear wax, it's beautiful. The Michael's flocking is okay, but if I use it again, I'm going to try the decor glue from Pentart. The Michael's flocking is fuzzy feeling and looks good, but tiny bits of oh no, yeah. I have such static. Is there anything that could help prevent from sticking to my static? Hi, Phyllis. What do you mean? Static where? I love you too, son. Okay, so again, now, there's something on my screen. I was like, what is that? It's on my screen. Now, again, nothing wet goes in here, but this is done. The box is done. The only thing that I would do, like I said, is I would take a little bit of, because I wouldn't want anything sticking to, you know, because that's paint. That's fresh paint. I don't know if I'm going to get it off with this. I would just take a little bit of wax, clear wax, and just rub it on the top. And that you should do anytime you have a box that you've painted. You don't want paint on paint because it will seal shut. Ask me how I know. When I first started crafting, I didn't realize, and I gave a box to somebody, and thank goodness, before I actually handed it to them, I tried to open it, and it wouldn't open. Then I had to act like, oh, I forgot your box at home. You're hilarious. Oh, yes, it was, it's this, because I have a little handle on my phone, so he wanted a handle on his phone, and so that's what it was, just a little bead handle. Okay, so that is pretty much our box. The only thing I was thinking was putting like a little bead trim on there, but literally I don't know that it needs it. The only other thing I'm going to do is paint another coat of the blue because I've been boot scooting it around, and then bare wax the bottom. But that's it. I think she's beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. And I love it. See? No velvet powder. No velvet powder. Okay? Gorgeous. All right. Time is it? Daughter-in-law is like this. What? The weirdest things happens, and so she is accident prone. We finally named her Syndrome. Jeez. Good Lord. Okay, so again, as if we haven't seen enough hearts, and I'm telling you guys, this is probably going to be the very, 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 very last heart that I'm doing. I don't usually do a whole lot of Valentines anyways. So after this, we're moving on to Easter and spring, because we will it to be spring. More so, can we just will it to be daylight savings? Because, I see you. I know. No. It's going to take a lot for you to scare me again, Troy. I'm telling you. Can we just please get it to be daylight savings time again? Because I'm over the dark. Driving home in the pitch dark. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I pulled out, again, I know these papers, probably I could find them if I wanted, if you guys really needed them, but they're not in my store. They're older Calambour papers. If I can get them, if we still have some, I will bring them into the store, because this is the whole line that has the perfume bottles. Remember the beautiful lady that's on the swing, and her and the dress and all that yummy stuff. Anyway, so what I was thinking is, when I was looking through my stuffuses, I was like, okay, well, what can we do, on here? Because we're going to do some clay work or what have you. And for those of you, I do have these are restocked in my store. So this bead mold is back in the store. So I was thinking, what do we do to this heart? Because it doesn't have to be a Valentine's heart, right? We can make it like a bougie heart. I mean, now that I think about it, hold on a minute. We can make it like, what is this? We can make it like a designer heart. or perfume bottles. That's a lipstick. That's a purse. I don't know. I don't know how come I grabbed it. I think I just was trying to grab the light color. Anyways, or we could do like a cute little something on here. You know? And then I was tinking to decoupage these, the beautiful flowers from this on there. Right? I think that would be super pretty. Hold on a minute. I'm looking forward to spring. It's just, I'm over it. It's a family joke. Poor thing. Don't break my heart. Really, Cindy? Really? You're gonna hit us with some Billy Ray Cyrus? That's going to be so annoying to not get out of my head. Really? That's how you're gonna do us, Cindy? Oh, here we go. I'm sure Sue and Treese will join you in a minute. All right. So we can. Tinking. We decoupage the flowers on here like so. And the way that the flowers are off to this side, we could even still, right? Because if that is there, then how much do we have? We still could do something here in the middle. Oh yeah, we could definitely put some bling on here. Oh yeah. See, this is what happens. It would probably be most helpful for me to plan things, and then I'm not sitting here like, duh. But when am I going to have time to plan things? I don't even have time to think. I'm not complaining. I'm not. Yeah, I am. I really am. I'm complaining and whining like a big baby. Yes. Shonda. Yes. Can we start a petition? Can somebody put it, I don't know how many times we've signed the petition to do away with daylight saving time. I don't know how many times they keep saying, this is the last one. This is the last year. No, this is the last year. No, this is the last year. Can somebody really step in and say, look, this is the last year, and then we don't do it anymore? It's ridiculous. Over it. Sue, you've got a lot of company over there on YouTube. More than normal. Just saying. Hi, YouTube peeps. All right, so we are going to take our... Cindy, I could just... we're going to take our heart, and we're going to use the Waverly plaster and just give it a white base. Hi, Joanne. They won't listen to me, Cindy. They'll be like, who is this cackling out here? Security? I'm thinking we need to do away with the daylight savings time tingy. Yeah, that's, yep. I take her so seriously. We'll definitely listen to her. Bloop. And, I'm almost wondering, do I just paint the whole thing? Are we doing, like, what are we doing to the back? Are we gonna do clay stuff on the back? Or are we going to do something else to the back? Decisions. It's got a seam right there, so I can kind of tell what the middle is. Oh, you guys got to see this cute little miniature bunnies that I have that I'm gonna do for Easter. I'm gonna put it in an egg. He's gonna be so cute. All right. Right, just do away with the whole thing that has anything to do with savings, spring, fall, spring forward, fall backward, anything that has to do with changing the time. Leave it alone. I know that was a nice thing when, I lived in Arizona, never changed time, right? There's a few states that never change time, and that's nice. I mean, but California. I just thought of something. Oh, Mama. Okay, I'll paint the back first. But I do need you to move. I need to get in that cabinet. Oh, sweet Onyx, you need to move. I need to get in that cabinet. I found that I had some Form Flex down there that I forgot that I had. Do you see that little, look at that little bumpy lumpy right there that's in the paper mache. Looks like it's got a blemish right there. Lolita? No, it's not healthy. This is the worst. People, this is the time of year where depression is at its just worst. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. No, it's not. It's not good on the psyche for it to be just gloom and doom all the time. They have people that have they're yeah, exactly. They have people that got sick of that springing and falling stuff. Mama girl, I need to open that cabinet. Can Grandma open the cabinet, please? I know you look so comfy down there, but I need to open the cabinet. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sorry to bother you. Can I open the cabinet? See, that's all. That's all. All done. All done. All done, son. Ooh, what do we got? I found this underneath my cabinet the other day, and I had thought that I had given away all of my FormFlex and like all of the bingo like Happy Meals, because I thought that would be kind of fun for folks to have like some FormFlex, especially if they haven't used it already. And I opened my cabinet the other day and I was like, hey, what's in here? Oh, it's not the opposite. Oh, is this the opposite? This is the opposite. Oh, that would look pretty. Look, that would look pretty. Don't ask me. So you guys know I don't speak English very well sometimes. Is that one better than that one? I don't know. Well, we have 4. Maybe we'll do them on the other side too. These are just trims. I don't want to use these trims, I don't think. I wouldn't mind using this one, but it's not enough. Ooh, we got a little lock. Oh, that's kind of cute. We got leaves and flowers and things. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Aww, the gingerbread family. I swear this gingerbread family has been FormFlex for at least 2 years now, and they're still amazing. We got a little bird. No, we don't want any maple leaves. That's fall. We don't want fall. All right, well, we'll leave that out because you never know. Okay. Let's see. Cameo? 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 Okay, so we could do the back with molds and such. Because, I mean, technically, if it's hanging, right, you probably want to do from both sides. So we can, what time is it? Have we been on here for 7 hours and 52 minutes yet? We can decoupage this. So we can do some decoupage. And then button it up on the other side with. I wish this was just a little bit smaller. I did bring out a bunch of smaller frames, though. I say a bunch. I didn't even grab the right stack. Just a bonehead. Okay, well, whatever. Whatever's clever. We'll work what we have. Okay. So I think with this, what we will do is rip again. And then okay. That needs to be cut. So if you're wondering why that one looks funny. I don't even know what this is from. All right, let's take off these edges. And then we could do the beads, like the bigger beads. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. All right. This is, oh, is this the mold you're talking about? The cameo mold? These? Those both are little cameo molds. Like that fits into that one. Maybe that's what you were talking about, Lisa. I'm not sure. Okay. So tomorrow I won't be here. hopefully, I'm sure Troy's going to want me to take him to the store. So if it's not a yucky day and I feel like dealing with the world, we'll go to a couple of the thrift stores. I've never really looked for furniture at the thrift stores over here, so I don't know. I mean, I briefly go by the area, but I don't ever like pay attention much. There were a couple of pieces that I looked at like the Salvation Army, but I don't want anything huge. And it just needs to be a piece that I can, like I said, it's something I need to do for April, so just need a piece. Be nice if it was useful, but I certainly don't need a big clunky piece. So maybe it was better that I didn't get the cabinet, but I kind of need to remember to go and look to see if it's still out there, because if it's still out there, I'm going to kind of giggle because she, needed it gone so badly and couldn't wait a day. All right. We're going to get these long straggler and cut them down because those are not nice to blend. Hi, Lori. This one, you don't think it's too big for that? It's not, it's supposed to go like that, obviously, but you don't think that's too big? I was thinking it might be a little. No, Luann, you know what? I say no, but I've never looked in the next town over. I need to do like a Google and try to see if I have any near me. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. I'm almost thinking we're not going to get the, because I want to, I think like that, I think. Let's see. I would like to get those two on there. All right, let's see. Troy's going back outside. Guarantee you he's going to come back over here and try to put his face in my window again. All right. Let's get the friction pin so that way I don't have to deal with. All right. So I think that'll work. I don't mind if we're a little bigger. I will dry tear it though. I'm going to lean it back just so I can get a little bit more and then not hit the camera with my big head. Okay, we've got a general. I like the two flowers in there. We've got a general-esque idea of where it's going. You know, Terry's always got to do things a difficult way. Never the easy way, always the hard way. All right. So all I'm going to do is just break these fibers down, and I'm actually going to go out a little wider. Probably about 1/8 of an inch wider than the line. I'm just gonna go around and using the cutting mat just so I can press down and break the fibers. Just probably going to. And you can get this out of there however you want. I just wouldn't cut it because it's harder to blend. Hi, Sharon Smith. Get rid of the line now before I forget. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? All right, and then let's... So when you break the fibers, it helps you tear it easily. Unless you're coming across a thicker fiber strand, then of course you're probably gonna need to, pinch it tight and hold on. Like that. There's a big fiber in there, so I'm just gonna hold on and then pull. All right, and then I didn't score this side because there was enough. Okay, is good. Now I'm just gonna kind of pinch out so I can get those long fibers and cut them out because I just don't like them. I don't like them. They don't blend nicely. You think what's a little too big, Laveda? The frame? Is that what you're talking about? I was thinking so too, if that's what you're talking about. I think it's a little big. Oh, we didn't get all the ink off right there. All right. So let's see what we have with this. And then, of course, we might use those flowers in something. Maybe if we use one of these frames or something, we can then put the flower, one of those flowers inside of there, use it for a backdrop inside of that frame. Okay. So now obviously this is a curved surface, so it's not going to go down nicely without some sprinkling, right? So you could do this however you like, whatever's easiest for you. Me, I just kind of go around and force it down, and wherever it shrinkles is where I rip. So I do know that I'm going to need to rip it in the middle. I'm going to break your heart, Cindy. I'm sorry. I'm going to break your heart. And then I'm going to kind of, everywhere that I have shrinkles, I'm going to rip. And I know this gives people a lot of pause because they're like, no, but I promise it will be okay. Probably going to need one up there where it's shrinkled. It's shrinkled. All right. Let's get our decoupage burner shingle. I have a feeling. Oh, I did rip it down there. I was going to say, it needs to be ripped down there. Okay. I see you. Hi, cutie patootie. What you got cooking, good looking? Huh? You drinking mama's Starbucks pink drink? Chicken lips. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna poke through, but you know, we don't need our paper to look like it's got a pimple. I don't know. We'll start somewhere. Here is good, I suppose. Hi, Betty. Thank you for spreading the chaos. Right, so let's go to the dip. Make sure the tail, which was kind of a weird tail. All right. Let's see how high up we want that. And I'm not worried about the edging, right? Because we will we have a lot to do on this little heart, although, you know, probably think it should be simple. Simple? It's too simple. There's nothing we do here simple. I don't know why. The end result always looks like it should be real simple, but I seem to take the long way. I don't know why. Oh, no. We can't really look like it's got a broken heart. We need those papers to go together. Okay, hold on a minute. I don't like how it looks like it's really got a broken heart. So we're going to put the dark on top of the light. It actually is just the way that it's working out because it's light right there that it looks like there's a broken heart. Cindy, you jinxed me. Just kidding. You got the hiccup ups? Huh? You got the hiccup ups? Troy, I see it, but can you go drink some pink juice, please? Your sound effects are... Silly goose. And you're right by the iPad mic, so I'm sure they hear your hiccup ups. If you wanted to, if you also, you know, the way that we did the picture the other day, how we ripped and placed, you could have very well did it that way on here too. You could have just ripped the paper instead of, you know, trying to place it as a whole and then putting it down, you know, ripping the sides or what have you. You do whatever you're comfortable with. Hold on a minute. We need that to lay on top of the other one. There we go. Trees. So the pesto was not my favorite. That was the first time I'd ever used that recipe. That was kind of what I was scared about, was like using recipes that I wasn't real sure about, right? Haven't tested them out. And the pesto, I don't know. I've never made like the pesto rigatoni like that with that pesto recipe, and it was too strong. It was not. Speaking of, hold on a minute. So the weird thing is it, apparently, like, all of the grocery stores around here are having problems with keeping chicken in stock. Oh man, I forgot. So I hope she wasn't trying to ask me questions. Oh well. So anyhow, it's not one that I will do again. But tonight, I'm not sure. I was supposed to do kebabs tonight, but just talking about the groceries, and that's who it is. I was supposed to do kebabs tonight, but yesterday got so crazy, I literally was not able to marinate anything. So tonight I have to switch the menu up with something. So I'm either going to do the salmon tonight, or I'm going to do something else from the menu, like nachos or something. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, what do you mean? Like the top, like Gail? You are in Texas and got 5 to 6 inches of snow too? Luann, that's what I was missing, was like this. So the way that this pesto recipe was very blah. I guess that's the best way I can say it. Was like just the pesto, heavy cream, and that was it. So I added like some Parmesan. I added non-salted butter, but it was like missing, like the flavors were missing. It was like pesto, and I love pesto, but it was like too much. I don't know, and I wasn't a fan. So I'm thinking we've got to do like some like we got to kill it tonight, because yesterday was very underwhelming. Oh no, Gail, what do you do? Do you wrap it, or yeah, because they didn't have no stinking chicken, Trees. They only sent me enough chicken for one dinner. Can you wrap your pipes, or like are you supposed to leave like the water dripping or something like that? Okay, look at how pretty that is. So now, I've already been on here an hour and a half. Man, I swear, I don't accomplish much, and I don't know why. So I'm trying to tinking what we can do. So I think, well, I don't know. Do we want to do clay, or do we want to do like, I was actually thinking maybe it would be kind of pretty to do like some chiffon around the edgings, and then or even like do chiffon and having like the chiffon tails hanging. Hold on a minute. And then Gail, the water tap that is closest to the outside, turn it on the cold and let it trickle. That's what I thought. Like you're supposed to leave like water like just barely dripping, right? So that it doesn't freeze your pipes. I do know that much. I don't know why I know that. Yes. Roasted garlic, Parmesan, or yes. Oh my gosh, yes, y'all. So then I'm guessing, wait, what happens to our heart if we're not going to do because Because, hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, I hate, this is the drawer I hate the most because it doesn't open nicely. Okay, so I'm watching you. I'm still watching you, Troy. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I'm nervous that Troy's going to do something over here, so I've got to come back. Okay. Because. See, so if we did. But I wouldn't want to just do it like that. What if we did like a, because you know, we can't do anything like easy here. Everything has to be difficult, Terry. And then have like, you know, have like the tails of it like down. Like we put like a something here. And then, is this the gold or is this the pink? Because he was rushing me. That's the pink. So then, what am I doing to the rest of this, though? Am I putting molds on the back? Am I color matching this? Am I texturing this? Crackling it? Do we put more paper on the back? I have another one of these. Yeah, I knew keep it trickling. Well, my aunt lives way out in the country, and although it doesn't get like, you know, snowing, freezing cold, I know there are times where she'd have to leave the water dripping because she was afraid the pipes were gonna freeze. Okay, guys, I need help. I need some help. So here are our options. We can. No, that's not an option. Thank you kindly. That's not an option. We can do some molds on the we can do some molds around the edges, right? Hence, like, I don't know, I'm just pulling out a mold, right? We could do some clay molds along the edges. I can get like the flowered one, not this one, like a flowered mold. And we could do flowers along the edgings. Okay, it's not this one either, but okay. Anyways, we could do something like cute and soft as far as a mold goes around the edgings. And then because we can't just leave it like this. Something has to happen. There needs to be a transition. Or do we start just doing some color matching to this? Maybe fine line crackle it, and then we could still put like a bigger frame on the back with, you're breaking my groove, Troy. You're breaking my train of thought. We can still do these on the back with maybe, or did we like, I think we liked that, so we don't even need to do this. Right? And then if we did like a faux ruffle thing, like we could do like a string and pull it so that it ruffles, and then have like the ruffle. Hi, Carol. Or we can also just, I mean, remember I did get the pearl, I did get the pearl bling. So we could do the pearl bling and still do like a bow down here. Because I do think it would be pretty to have like the chiffon hanging from the bottom. So I think the rest of this does need to be, I think it does need to be color matched unless we're going to continue this paper on the back. But if we continue the paper on the back, then we're not going to put the molds on there. And I kind of like the molds on there. Whether we do that or not, that can always be okay. All right. I just talked to myself because, you know, why do you ask for help when you're just going to do whatever you want? Because that's kind of rude. I can't see Tina's comment because it's blacked out. What the heck is happening? Let me look. Piece in the lighter section of the decoupage on the back with those scroll molds and the lock you had. So you think I should decoupage still? I mean, we could do that. And then, like, on the edges, we're going to have to blend it at some point, though, with the edgings. Okay. So then maybe that should go more towards here. So that way it doesn't cover up the flowers. And then we've got to be careful because this color gets darker too. No, that's what you said, right, Tina? You said to put this on the back with these molds, right? I was just thinking of putting this down here though, so that way when those molds go on there, they don't cover up the flowers. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I do have another one of these papers though, is what I was saying. So, God, that's a big fiber. So let's not. So we'll do that kind of like right there, so that way it doesn't get covered when we put the so then we'll still put something to blend out the sides here. So let's just cover it like that. All right. Itchy, scratchy, scratchy. I talked to my Mara earlier. She's got the migraine. I told her to go hide underneath some covers in a dark room. And then she proceeds to tell me that she had to go to work first because she needed to help a customer with an order. Like, really? Can you please go home? You do not need to be out in the bright daylight when you have a migraine. That's like the worst thing ever. Yes, Pops? It's coming on now. It's coming on now. So she said she was going home. That's why she did it. She said she would try to come on and say hi. I said, just rest. Before I had Troy, after I had Troy. I mean, I've always gotten migraines, but after I had Troy, I used to get migraines like daily. And it's awful. Awful. So now this has got little bits of, it's really light there. So we're just going to kind of play around with the paper and see. Troy James. So we're going to play around with the paper and just piece together some of the darker, but we need to be careful because, you know, like if we put that right there, you see how it's going to look really weird because it's a lot darker. So I'm just going to I want to take this piece here. I think that'll work there. All right, so we're going to put this piece back where it belonged. Back where it belongs. I don't know what kind of English that was that I just said, but y'all knew what I meant. Okay, and then... Oh, yeah, that's my Mara. I'm one of her retailers. So I do have Mara's stencils in my store. And she's also one of my bestest friends ever. No, I love her to death. She is a really good friend. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm trying to get that flower. Ah. We're just going to snip these thicker, longer fibers because they don't blend as nicely. But I'm going to stick that little bud. Is that Rudy? Rudy Huxtable. That was her name. Okay. And I still have another bud over here. So, what are these doing? These are going to be, oh, let's put that over there. It's probably closer to that color block. And it fit like right there. I can. But you don't want to overlap it too much because then you're going to get a thick piece and it's going to be dark. So stick that right there so that can blend into that same color family. Okay. There we go. All right. So then, because, so we've got some of that blue, and I'm not, where did that get? Am I losing it? Maybe I'm losing it. All right. So then we can actually put some of this up and through there. And then that'll bring us back to the dark that's down there. Yeah, bud. Hello, bud. son, it's dying, so that's why you can't see it very well, Troy. It's dying, babe. That's why you can't see it very well. Mama can darken it, but then it's really going to die really fast. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm actually just going to take that little piece right there because it fits perfectly. I'm going to take it out and put it in there. Is that where I took it in the first place? Is that why it fits there? I don't know. Who knows? That's where it's going now. Okay. And then up here we've got like these golden colors, so we can really just kind of start sticking this on here now. Let's take this. It's too light because it's hard for you to see. There's the piece that I was looking for. I knew. Okay, let's take that off. All right. So we're going to put that there, that there. And then if it falls off of there, Troy, you're not going to be happy, son. I'm serious, son. Like the charger, it really is your friend. Like if you just charged it, you would be happy. Serious. Serious. I'm serious. I'm so serious. All right, let's stick that piece on there. After we cut that big mamma jamma fiber, I'm gonna take that line so it's not such a prominent straight line. And I'll get the top of a heart on there. And like I said, I really do, at least for, I don't know if I know for at least this backside that I want to crackle it. I don't know if we should crackle the front too. Fine line crackle. I'm almost thinking just the back, but that's my problem. I don't have my cradle. Oh my gosh, he has a gajillion of them, Patty. He has a gajillion of them. I remember when I first bought him one, I was like, this is genius. He's going to love it. I'm going to be happy because he's going to always have it on the charger. But it's just a thing that he does. Anything that needs to be, whether it's a magnet, whether it's a cord, he just takes it on, puts it off, unplugs it, plugs it. He won't leave it. He wants that, constantly unplugging, constantly doing that. Like, golly, son, it's never going to charge like that. But yeah, the first time, and then even like I told Trev, I said, if we both use ours, he'll want to use it. It's true, he does, but he wants the ones that we are using specifically. But even though if I give him mine, it's the same thing. Like, he'll leave it on, but then he wants to take it right back off. You know, so it's just a constant on off. He won't leave it to charge long enough. I hear you outside, Pops. I see you. I see you. I really wish you wouldn't push your face up against that, though. All right, that's probably doing too much. Okay, and up here we'll have the mold, so this kind of piece together a paper. And I think that's not going to work because that's now going to get too dark. So let's put this in here. Yeah, I'm telling you, if ever there was a charger that he can put on and it would just give like a poof, like a, you know, instant charge, that would be ideal. That would be all he has enough patience for, is like that instant, like, but he just likes, I don't know, he just likes taking it off, putting it on, taking it off, putting it, and he knows that that's what, you know, he needs. He knows he needs to leave it on there to charge. He knows that. I don't know. He doesn't have the patience. I don't know. Yeah, he's got all of those jump chargers are all the fast charge, super fast, but they're not Troy fast enough. So, when I get off of here, I've already been on here for 2 hours, so I'm getting ready to hop off. When I get off of here, I will put step 1 of the fine line on here. Oh, actually, I can't even do that yet because I still need to figure out, I'm going to have to color match the sides. Oh, well. Well, I guess I could do it. You guys don't necessarily need to see all of that. Because it needs to be, because even though we're going to put bling on the, or something, bling, whatever, on the edges there, I still will need to paint something. Some of it will need to be painted. And I don't gather you guys want to, you know, have to watch all that. So I could do that. Yeah, no, he's got, and he's, you know, charging cords are everywhere. Charging cords in the car, charging cords in the, wait, what was I doing with that? Oh, I'm going to do it this way right now. That worked. And then that little one. That looks like it has nothing on it, but it really does. Actually, that even has some. Oh, you found them? Mama got those for you yesterday. Hold on, I'll open it for you. Oh, no, that's not. That's too dark. Let's move you up there. No, you're too dark. That one's too dark. Here, let me open it. Oh, is that a Lunchable? You found your Lunchables? Here, babe. Okay. Actually, unless we just put dark right there. No, see, it doesn't look right. The way that the paper fades from the dark to the light, it just doesn't look right if I do it like that. So I'll just put that there. So obviously tomorrow we come back, we will finish messing with the heart. Wow, look at that long old fiber. And figure out how to attach the chiffon and all of that good stuff on here. And then there's going to be a little bit of the color matching that we'll need to do for the paint. See, like I said, I just don't think you cannot take the bottom color and put it on the top. It just does not look right. Sorry. I keep trying to convince myself it's okay to put the darker color up here, and it just really isn't, so. But the back will crackle, which will be back here. And then on the front, I don't know. We'll do something. I don't know which side's going to be the front and the back now, because now they're both done. And I know that might not look like there's paper there, but there is paper there. Okay. Well, that was unexpected. But I like it. So, these will go on here on this side. I don't know if that's going to be the front and the back. And then we have the little lock that can go there. Or we can do, what I will do is do a couple of these in the Form Flex right now. So that way we can see which one of those two, or the, you know, to put on the in between there. And then we'll figure out about the sides as far as what to put on it, because I have all of that pearl bling that I just restocked on, that I think will look pretty on here. But I do want to hang like a bundle of the chiffon and maybe mix in some other ribbons down there and have that hanging from there too. Bye, Luann. All right, so I have to figure out where I can hang this to let this dry. Actually, I'll just hang it right here on the camera. Ha! There you go. I don't know how long that'll stay there because Troy will probably take it down. But so tomorrow we'll finish the rest. I might just go ahead and crackle the back. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But I'll let it dry first. But have a great rest of your day. Oh, I won't see you tomorrow because I have a doctor appointment tomorrow. So, you might see me if I pop on if we go to the thrift store, but I don't know. We'll see how the appointment and everything goes. And then, if you see me, if not, I will be back. And oh, that's a good idea, Cindy. Oh, we can hang a key from the bundle down here. Oh, that would be so cute. We'll tie a key into the bundle and hang it from down here. Oh, yes. Great idea. So we're putting the lock on there. I do need to do the form flex of these because we're going to put the lock on there. So, yay. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Look at he's giving it back because I'm going to put it back in. I will see you guys either tomorrow when we go to the store or on, because tomorrow's hump day, on Thursday. All right. Have a great rest of your evening. Talk to you later. Bye. I don't know why it always cracks when I do that.